Welcome. We are TraumaHelp and we specialize in helping and supporting people who struggle with their mental health because they have been traumatized. Today we are going to talk a little bit about mental health as well as about what trauma is. Mental health has got to do with the part of us where our thoughts, that is how we think, our emotions, that is what we feel, and our behavior, how we act, come from. We would like our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors to positively contribute to our day-to-day life. For example, to help us or make it easier for us to interact with our family and friends, to go to work and do our job, to go to school and study, or even to go and look for a job, to express ourselves as well as to take care of ourselves and others. Our thoughts, emotions, and behavior influence each other. This can be positive or negative. When our thoughts, emotions, and behavior are in a positive balance, it does make it easier to get through the ups and downs of life. However, when our thoughts, emotions, and behavior are negative, it really does become difficult to just even get through the day. Trauma is unfortunately one of the things that can throw this positive balance out. When we've been traumatized, it feels like our thoughts, emotions, and behavior, our mental health, has become chaotic, out of control, unmanageable, and unstable. Trauma is very common all over the world. It is also very common right here in South Africa. However, we often don't know what trauma is. A traumatic experience is an abnormal event that happens in your life that you are not prepared for. And because of this, it overwhelms your ability to cope with what happened, as well as with the consequences of what happened. Here are some examples of experiences or events that are traumatizing or might be traumatizing. Being raped, being involved in a car accident, being physically or verbally abused by a caretaker, being robbed, the suicide of a loved one. Our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors change when we've been traumatized. Here are some examples of this. You feel sad all the time. You feel depressed, alone, have low mood, don't want to get out of bed in the morning, even have suicidal thoughts. You might be the opposite in that you just cannot stop working, that you have to constantly be busy and keep yourself busy to cope. Your sleeping patterns might change. You might sleep more than you have before. You might sleep a lot less. Your eating habits have changed. You might find that you eat a lot more than you did before, or that you don't want to eat at all. You might feel angry and irritable a lot. You might feel anxious and nervous all the time. You might have severe mood swings. This means that one moment you are happy and suddenly you are very sad. One moment you are friendly, the next moment you are furious. You might use alcohol, cigarettes, medication, or drugs to numb how you feel, to forget what you've experienced, or to even help yourself just go to sleep. You might constantly be waiting for something really bad to happen again. You might have a lot of ailments, constantly feeling and getting sick. You might get a lot of nightmares or be reminded by what happened by a sudden sound or smelling a certain smell. Now, we all experience these things every now and again. But if you have been dealing with most of all of these symptoms for a few weeks, months, or even years after experiencing a traumatic event, we really want to encourage you to consider reaching out for help. Experiencing these symptoms after being traumatized is completely normal. We all often go through life thinking, I just have to deal with this. This is just my reality. This is just my burden to carry. It's just life. There exists the stigma around mental health and trauma that prevents us from reaching out and speaking out when we feel lonely, overwhelmed, and when we really struggle. We are here today to tell you that these symptoms do not have to be permanent, that you can heal from your trauma. It is within your control to find this positive balance again. The good news is that most people heal from trauma by themselves and with time. They heal by just talking about what happened and relying on their support network to provide them with care and comfort and guidance and support through this difficult time. However, if you are a person for who this is not working and you need a little bit of extra help and support, please reach out to one of the organizations whose contact details will be linked to this video. These organizations provide free counseling for people who have been traumatized. You're also very welcome to reach out to us here at TraumaHelp. Our contact details will also be linked to this video. We will be your ally through difficult times. Please subscribe to our channel where we will regularly post videos about mental health and trauma. We also invite you to share with us your suggestions for topics in this field that you would like to hear more about. To you and your journey of healing, best wishes. Thanks for watching.